It must be the start of Connect to College and Career Month because Alisha Lewis is here. She is the Assistant Commissioner of Operations and Communication for the Arkansas Division of Higher Education. We've got lots to talk about, Alisha.
We do.
Lots to dig into here. Do you want to start with access or scholarships?
Well, I can do both. So access was a legislative package that was passed. It was an omnibus bill.
Yeah.
I can't say that word very well, but
Yeah.
anyway, that was passed in the general session last year, and it's taken us almost a year now to get it fully implemented. And access has an acronym. I think we probably, Steve said he knows what the acronym stands for.
No, I didn't memorize it, but
didn't
I know
memorize
it's
it.
acceleration, common sense, cost, eligibility, scholarships, and another S.
And
because the
another
printer
S.
cut it off.
Oh,
It did get cut off.
I think it was standardization.
Standardization.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is talk about the first S, and that's scholarships. And that way we're talking about both of them,
Yeah.
right? Access, a big portion of it, there was different portions of it, but the biggest portion of it focused on how to increase opportunities for kids to get scholarships. So we have different scholarships that were just strengthened and had maybe I'll take the most popular one, Arkansas Academic Challenge, as an example. That particular scholarship had always been that students had to have a 19 ACT super score in order to qualify. Well, new this year are students who they will qualify if they have a 3.0 high school GPA.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
super exciting, and we did our research and we learned that Arkansas students have a lot of grit, they have a lot of tenacity. So the high school GPA is an excellent predictor of college success.
I'm so happy that that's the case, because I've always felt like that those test scores may not be necessarily an indicator of how you're going to do in college. Whereas
is.
you're right, the grade point average is all about effort,
It
right?
is.
Is what it takes in college. Yeah.
Yes, so we learned that is a good predictor of college success. So now students who get a 3.0 high school GPA will qualify for Academic Challenge. So we're super excited about that. And then there's some other opportunities. Our Governor's Distinguished, we have another component to that scholarship, the Governor's Scholarship, and it aligns some of the things that were in the LEARNS Act with things that are in access. So students who do really well and maybe pursue a CTE path, a career and technical education, they pursue some accelerated learning in the form of concurrent credit. They do really well on AP tests. They get this other scholarship that's known as the Governor's, and I hate to say non-distinguished, but it's the non-distinguished path just because we had to separate it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But that's $5,000 a year.
That's amazing.
That is a fantastic scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Like we really expanded all of these opportunities for our students.
So no matter where, do you have to stay in state to receive the access?
You do.
Okay.
You do. All of our scholarships are designed for Arkansas residents to stay in Arkansas public school.
Okay.
So that's what's really great about it.
Keeping talent at home.
That's exactly what it is. The legislature has been very, very intent, saying our intent is to keep Arkansas's brightest students in Arkansas.
Definitely.
Deadlines are always an important thing to talk about.
So important.
Yeah.
So important.
So what do we need to do now? And also, would you recommend, as we talk about deadlines, that these are something that your school counselor is absolutely gonna? This is their job.
This is their job.
To know this and to help you find ways to apply not only for what you're offering, but a whole slew of scholarships.
Absolutely, and that's what we always, I always like to say on this. Find your adults, find your helpers. We talk about that in kindergarten and preschool, like find your helpers. And really what we're saying is find those adults that are willing to help you navigate these systems, because they've been there oftentimes. And at least if they've not been there, then they know who to connect you to so that you do have those resources. Deadlines. This is one of the first things that I get to announce is that the March 1st deadline, which was yesterday, March 1st was yesterday, for the Governor's Distinguished and Governor's Non-Distinguished has been extended through today.
Oh.
So yay, if you missed that deadline and that was yesterday and you're really bummed out because that deadline yesterday, we've already set it up so that you can go ahead and apply and make that deadline today.
Now, if you're just hearing this for the first time, it's doable in a day, correct?
It is doable in a day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is very doable in a day. You do have to create an account on SAMS, and then you have to answer a series of questions, and that populates your application.
Let's talk about the website for people to go to access this. What is that?
It is SAMS, S-A-M-S, stands for Scholarship Application Management System.
Everything's an acronym.
It is an acronym. We're in education. Everything's an acronym. Alphabet soup. sams.adhe.edu. You scroll about halfway through the page and it'll say like log in for a returning user or create a new account. And that's where you get started.
Perfect.
Good chance that any questions that you run across are going to be answered there on the website as
Absolutely.
well. So,
We have a lot of tutorials. We have a little video. We have frequently asked questions. So if you're struggling, the resources are going to be there. But anytime you run into an issue that you're not quite sure about, you can send an email to us. It's FINAID, FINAID at adhe.edu.
That'll also be on the website as well.
We will
Yeah.
answer those emails. Now don't expect an immediate response. Right now we are getting
There's swamped.
Hundreds.
It's a heavy time for you.
hundreds every single day. Yes.
Alicia, thank you.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure. And I didn't throw anything in your coffee.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm the worst.
Only half the people here have thrown stuff in my coffee.
Stay with us. More Good Morning Arkansas right after this.